What's up, everybody? So, I wanted to use this time today to demystify injuries, to demystify our bodies, and really help you on a path to understanding yourself as a dancer better, understanding yourself and your body. So, we're going to talk about three big things. Number one, how do injuries happen? Why do they happen? Number two, when injuries happen, why do we get stuck? Why do we not get better? And number three, how to get unstuck, where to go from there, how to get out of that loop of pain and start meeting your goals. Okay. So, number one, how do injuries happen? Okay. In the simplest way to put this, most injuries related to dance happen because we're not prepared for the demands of dance. We're not physically ready to do all the crazy things that we want to do with our body. And the sad truth is that we are more sedentary now than ever. We're not playing as much as kids, and we're just not as physical as we once were at an earlier age. So we have sedentary jobs. We're sitting down more. Life is a lot more convenient. We don't have to walk around as much. And then we go from work to our dance class in the evening, and dance is now the hardest thing we do with our body. We can control that. We can prepare our bodies for all the crazy, amazing stuff we want to do: spins, jumps, landing, changing levels, changing directions, floor work, all of that. We can prepare ourselves for that. It just takes a little bit of work, right? We have to think about, how physical do I want to be with my dance? And how often do I want to dance? How many times a week? For how long? This is all stuff we can prepare for. And injuries usually happen when we run into that ceiling of, well, I'm not ready for this and I'm going to push through it. And our bodies just say, no, you're not ready. Now, why do dancers get stuck? Why do most of us get stuck? Most dancers will kind of fall into one of two groups. Group one, that group, they're fearful of doing things. They're fearful of activity. They're fearful of re injury, and for good reason, right? They'll avoid movement because that movement was painful. They don't want to go through that painful experience again. They will experience pain and they'll rest, and that pain will go away, and then they'll go back and they'll say, nope, just can't do that anymore, and then it'll shrink. Oh, can't change levels anymore. Oh, can't go full out anymore. And the box of what they feel safe and comfortable doing with their bodies goes less and less and less. So they feel stuck in that fearful loop. Group two is kind of on the opposite side, is that they want to get back. They want to move. They want to try things. This group will try a lot, right? They'll go to get a massage, or they'll buy a massage gun, foam roll, go to their local yoga or Pilates classes, and they will throw everything at this problem. They might even go to physical therapy, might even take a HIIT class. They might even go to like Soul Cycle and these group classes that are a good workout, and there's nothing wrong with them, but it's not specific enough to the demands of dance to prepare you for dance. It can be hard, it can be challenging, but it's not specific to what your body needs in dance. So what are those needs? We are athletes. We're very similar to, say, field sports like football, like soccer, changing directions, jumping, leaping, catching, sprinting, backpedaling, producing force, absorbing force, decelerating, accelerating. That's dance. And these classes just don't fill those cups. We can work hard towards our physicality and never really fill those buckets of athleticism and strength that we need in our dance. And this is why we get stuck. So, how do we get out? How do we get unstuck? It's really simple. Number one, we need to stop trend hopping and we need to stop exercise shopping around like we're at a mall. Well, let me try yoga this week. Let me try Orange Theory the next week. Let me get a class pass and try all these other little classes. And this is what I mean. We're just trying a bunch of stuff, throwing everything at this problem and hoping something sticks. So, what do we need to do? We need to follow a systematic, progressive training program. How do we find out what that progressive program is? We just reverse engineer our goals. For example, say I have a knee injury. I heard it when I was in class. I want to get back to dancing full out. I want to be able to go land and jump on one leg. Well, what are the things my body needs to be able to do that? Well, I need some sort of single leg stability. I need to be able to bend my knee without pain, right? And there's so many different exercises that can fill that gap. If it's hard to do with one leg, let's go on two legs. If that's still painful, maybe we'll just do an isometric and maybe we'll use a machine like a leg extension machine or a leg curl machine to work on that bending motion without a ton of weight on. And it's just about finding that. What is your goal? What is your entry point? And how do we use repeatable progressive exercise to get you from point A to point B? It's actually quite simple, but it's hard to do. And when people come to me and they say, well, I've tried everything, most of the time, the thing they haven't tried is training 3 times a week for 12 weeks and really putting effort behind it. Super simple, but simple isn't easy.